goodness. Oh my goodness. What's up, baby, huh? Whoa. You want me? You want, yes, I know you want to come up in my lap. I don't have time for you all the time. Non-stop, little girl. You should be unwound now, decompressed from your little travel up here. You got a good walk schedule going. You know where to poop and everything, right next to the dumpster, so I don't have to chase it around. We can throw it away. Yeah. You're a smart little girl. You know what I'm saying. You got your bed. Look, give me a toy. I got stuff to do. Oh, the end of the world. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Without further ado, I want to get this show started. Hopefully, you guys can see me. This isn't lagging, whatever else. Hey, Paul, thanks for being here. Just on real quick. Got a lot going on this morning, trying to get stuff. This is actually going to be a guide for anybody that comes across it later on. I am by no means an expert. I go in this field and just wanted to try to pass along the knowledge that I do have to one of our dear friends, Amy McFarland out there. Says she has the same radio. She saw me listening to the weather on earlier. It is a little cam radio, actually, on a 2-meter band. Company is Baofeng. They're a Chinese company. There's quite a bit of information out there online about them. They're the world's most popular handheld, for that matter. Right off the bat, I want to tell you, so this is a ham radio. You do have to get a license to operate it. Does that mean I can't turn it on?
Panel mode.
Absolutely not. Can I press this button right here and talk on it? No. I can listen, I can scan. I could, actually, you can operate this. There is a rule when you can operate it, and that is at any time that there's imminent danger to human life. If I'm driving down the road and I see somebody that's just been hit by another vehicle or something, and they need a rescue, I can't operate this radio to get them assistance. Or if it's in some type of like a hurricane they had down south, the recent one, Helene, where there's no telephone communication, and I need to talk to somebody that's on the other side of a hill that's talking to somebody else so they can pass a message along. You can use the radio at that time. All right. Settle that to tell you. There's a couple of ways to program this thing. One is by entering information manually. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm trying to get this computer set up just to show real quick too. So, hey, Mike Miller, thanks for joining in. So anyhow, I don't want to get sidetracked from the actual reason that I am trying to put this little video together, just to explain what I am just telling everybody what a little bit about this and that right now, as far as so there's a company or a website I could tell you. It's called Radio Reference. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. RadioReference.com. You can go on there and you can look up there's different categories. You can go into radio, or you can go into, I think there's 3 or 4 different main facets. And once you get under there, then you can go into, like, you know, here I am in Rhode Island, here I am in my county. And then I can go down here and I can click on something and it'll tell me like specific bands for the local police department or whatever it may be. Now, that being said, when you want to enter something in here by hand, which is pretty easy to do, you just press your orange button up here. That's going to switch it between either, well, I'll show you. I have the volume on for it. So
Frequency mode.
that's frequency mode, and
Channel mode.
that's channel mode. So depending on what mode you have it in, that's when you're going to be able to change your parameter settings. So basically, if you want to change something in here, you would go to your
Frequency mode.
and then you would enter it in, whatever it might be. Local station's probably going to be like maybe I've got them written down, 162,500 or 146,200, something like that. I think the local everybody talks on before you can go, like, hey, I'll go to this other station and we'll talk to you, kind of thing. This radio right here, I have an extended antenna on it. I've actually been able to pick up a repeating channel, repeating tower, and that actually broadcasted me all the way to the other side of Connecticut, roughly 150 miles away. Typically, this is a line of sight radio with a normal antenna. You're going to get about 14 to 15 miles out of it. Again, if you are around a repeater, it's going to give you a lot more, pick up a lot more clarity. For those of you just joining in and just giving us a thumbs up, we appreciate it. We're talking about a little ham radio called a Baofeng. It's a SVR5, I believe, if I'm saying that properly. What I wanted to do real quick was just mention a couple of things. So about the neighborhood, as far as it goes with that, you guys know I'm typically doing motorized bike stuff here. So we have a couple other things. There is ARRL, Alpha Romeo Lima.org, AARL.org. That will give you some information on there as to trying to help you. Again, I'm learning this all by myself. There's what they refer to as an Elmer. Elmer is someone who's been through the program already and knows everything and can kind of guide you down the road as to what you need to do for yourself a little bit better. I'm trying to get to this other website for you real quick. Let's see here. We got single sideband, Stuart the Fish Whisperer. That's not it. CTSS, SSSB, DMR, RF, N-type RF. Oh, good grief. Where did I leave it? Okay. So, anyhow, all right. Well, without further ado, I don't want to get sidetracked. Hopefully this is going to help you, Amy, or anybody else that sees this. What you need to do is you need to get yourself a cable. So on the side of your radio, there's a little thing right here. That's where you typically would plug in your microphone. If you have a mic, an external mic, or if you want an earpiece in, so you're walking around and you can just listen to this and it's not blaring out when, or if you're in a noisy environment and you need to hear and this is in your pocket. So this cable is specifically for this radio. However, there still is a problem with the site itself. It's a known problem. It's been going on for years. It's a community resource program, and it's done in Linux, I believe, and they have to update it daily. And the Microsoft Windows program wants to fight with the driver. It'll try to upload a different driver, and then when it's loaded and it tells you it's correct, it'll shut you out. Let me flip the camera around here so I can kind of, if I can. So this is the program you're looking for. You just need to download it. It's really easy. If you have Apple, you go to whatever you have there, or if you have the Gateway or whatever it is, go to whatever Microsoft store. So this is called Chirp. Once you get onto Chirp, there's a couple things you're going to want to do, but this will tell you up. Let me see here. First thing I need to do actually is plug this in. Let me do that real quick. I've already got the patch on here, so it makes it quite a bit easier. There was a person that helped me on a Discord server, and I will also give you guys the information to that server. Gentleman that put it up is out of BC, Canada, British Columbia, Canada. His name is Simon, and he's just phenomenal, and he's does a thing, I think, about weekly where they talk to people all over the world and kind of does a race to see how many he can get in real quick and stuff. But this is the server's name is Ham Jazz on Discord. And if you have any questions, you should be able to go on there, get the information. Let's see here. And then I'm going to tell you, if I can even find it, is I still do have the path. Contact me or this guy right here, Pat, the sound guy, VA1PSG. Awesome person. Thank you for the help. Give him a shout out while we're here. I don't know if he'll see this at any point in time, but he was able to get my radio up and working on here. I was not able to sync it because of the communication problem with the drivers. So we went to some company in India, I believe it was, that does something completely different, provided us a little program that we were able to override the deal there. But let's see here. So on my radio, let's see what I tried to show you. Once you have this up and running, Amy, or whoever else it would be, so I would go in, so you're going to go into download from radio. Now that I have that open and that's on there, it's going to ask me for the port. And I'm looking for this one right here. COM4 prolific USB serial COM4. And it is Baofeng is my radio. UV5R. And I'm going to go to OK. And it's going to tell me turn off the radio, connect the cable to the mic, make sure it's connected firmly, turn the radio on, turn the volume up all the way. You don't necessarily have to do that. Ensure that the radio is tuned to the channel, no activity. Right now, I don't have a scanner on anything. You can see it's just sitting there. And that is on, I want to say that's on my top channel, which is something that I use just to scroll through a small little amount. It's not pre-programmed. And then it's going to say, click OK to download image to the device. So you can see it's working now. The little light's beeping away there. It's now cloning my list that's on there. All right. So I can see the different channels that I have loaded in here already. Now, the reason I brought this up is something that I learned from, I believe it was called Crash Course Ham. I can try to show you guys that info. The other website that I was actually looking to show you is called hamstudy.org. And if you go to hamstudy.org, there are free practice tests, free questions, free everything on there that you need to get your technician's license for ham operator. And you can study that on your own. And then when you can find somebody that's willing to help you take the test, or if there's somebody in the area, again, that site is Ham Radio Crash Course. And you can get the full information there on how to do this. All that's in there as well. So, but that's who I've been following to do some of my test studies. The stuff that's on hamradio.org or hamstudy.org, I'm sorry, if I can find it. That's what I was looking for in here. Hopefully I didn't erase it, but let's see here. Okay, this is a group I tried to contact in the area that didn't get back to me. Okay, I think this, nope, that's not it there. Good grief. I am not really literate with these computer things. Jane usually helps me take care of the YouTube channel as it is, guys. So I really do apologize. I know, like, my head's like scattered completely. You can really tell about my mental deficiency here in this area because of the brain injury and whatnot. So anyway, let's see. I just closed out what we needed there. Okay, I was trying to enlarge the screen, not. So these basically, the reason I was trying to explain to you about the channels and being able to use this program, if I wanted to come in here and I go to radio and then I want to go to query source and I click on that, that's going to take me to radioreference.com, which I spoke to you about on there. You can go to the website and then you can enter those in manually. I'll show you guys how to do that real quick, just so you know. And then also what we have here is repeater book, DMR-MARC, and another one here that is, I don't want to butcher saying that, but that is basically radio clubs around the world. And that's their listing for information. So if we go up here to like repeater book, you have a lot of tabs. And then you can click on whatever you need. Like right now, I was looking out in Connecticut, amateur radio, like the service, you know, if you want to change that to GMRS, that's also a popular radio that I think you need to pay about $35 to be able to operate that legally. The ham radio is $15 to take the test and $25 to the FCC for the license, and that's good for 10 years. So $50. But what that allows you to do on there is you can punch in specifically what you're looking for, and then you can open that. And then basically that's going to give you the name of the station, the frequency, and then if it's got an offset is like they broadcast on one and then they receive on the other. So transmit and receive. Basically, to my knowledge, if I'm not telling you guys that improperly, and then it gives you FM, whatever it is, AM, and it'll also have beyond that where they're located, and then if they do something with a repeater station where you can tune in weekly, there's certain see, like you have one here. This one is if I can find it here now, W1NLK near Norwalk, Fairfield County, Connecticut. It's open station, and then gives you the information, English, worldwide, all the other codes and what they mean. And out here, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get to the end of it. Okay, so they're part of a repeater that goes out into Massachusetts. So that'd be helpful if you can get on that signal. If you're close enough to a repeater near yourself, then you might be able to link into something like that. The reason I was trying to show you is like some of these will tell you in here specifically they meet like every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Let's go back up to here. We'll go to Q Resource, repeater book, and we'll come to Rhode Island. Okay, and then over here, we'll get into Rhode Island. Let me see if I can find an actual service here where they do something similar. So I was trying to explain to you. So, okay, this one says, Trustee must first obtain repeaterbook.com account before being added in repeater record custodian. So they do something on that station specifically where they act as a relay to help other people connect. This one up here, this is West Warwick repeater. And then we have one up top that is New England. That's part of a New England open service. So there's all different kind of information in this program versus if you find something, if you're just doing a random scan and you come down on a station and you write it down, and then you write down the time and everything and the best you can, then you program it in yourself. This is going to tell you actually what you're listening to and what's going on. So we have trying to find in here for you. I know one of these groups, it does specifically, it tells you right in there, it's like, we meet every Sunday night and, from 8 o'clock and you can check in and then you do a round robin where everybody says something about themselves, yada, yada, what's going on. And it's kind of almost like, it's a little gathering, but you can find that information in there. If you wanted to go to radio reference. So we go in here, already got this loaded to their website. It's going to download. Oh, failed to find the server. Okay, well, maybe I did change the password or something. Anyway, long story short, okay, Baofeng image has not been saved. Save before, I didn't change anything, so I'm going to change it. Oh, no, cancel. I don't care. So everything that's in my radio should still be there. Don't really need to worry about that so much. But just wanted to try to show you a little bit about this program, how it works, how to use it, how to save yourself quite a bit of time. Now, there is one other thing I can tell you that when we went under radio, it says download from radio. So then the first thing you're going to do is download from radio, and you're going to have an open page here. Let me go back to that and just explain that a little bit better. All right, so again, we're just copying whatever we have in the computer onto this program right now, off of the chip that's in there into here, and then it's going to read it for us. All right, now once we have the list up, you'll see the stations that I have programmed into mine right now. And I had maybe 4 or 5 up here that I had put in by hand. And then I added a bunch in, and then I tried to go up here to radio and then upload to radio. Well, it worked the first time because I had already put some in by hand, and they hadn't been overridden because I added them in, cut and paste them. But if you come in to your radio reference, for instance, and you just download everything that's available, fill up all your channels, and then go to try to upload to radio, it's not going to work. So what you have to do is you have to physically open 2 set files, like going down here so you can see the double windows. And you'd have to take and you have to cut and paste each one over. It's like a copyright issue or whatever. I don't know. Just something the way that the radio is set up in programming. But basically, once you do that, then it'll allow you to upload everything to your radio. Again, you can find that on the Ham Crash Course website as well. There is something in there about that. But just wanted to try to give you the information. I'm sorry. Hey, Daisy's here. Hit the thumbs up. Yes, everybody, please do hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that as well. Definitely appreciate all the support we have here. It says about 57 people on, so glad that so many people are getting to enjoy this, even if you're just stopping through. If you could, give us a thumb. We really do appreciate that. And anybody that is definitely part of the family, we definitely appreciate you guys being here as well. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Getting back to this. So we're not going to save. You can close that out. Let's see. Yes. No. not going to close it. So anyway, radio reference. Where were we at on here? For some reason, it didn't want to accept that information, but this is a local group I found just by listening to the radio. You might be able to go on there and then get some more information for yourself about your area locally. I can't promise you that. I honestly don't know, but I think I'm actually waiting to hear back from them. The best bet, like I said, try that Discord server that I showed you guys again. I will bring that up. Ham Jazz is the name. There's the little icon so you can see it. And plenty of people in there all the time that were willing to help each other and get you to where you need to be. So that's it for now, guys. Hey! Oh, good Lord. Look what this thing has done. May. That's the chair. Why'd you do that? I can't even have 5 minutes to myself. You're something. Good grief, you. You got a chew toy. Why did you do that, huh? Several chew toys. This thing's incorrigible. So anyway, she's still teething, 8 months old. God bless her. Anyway, I don't know if I can replace that with a different wood doll or what. It won't be the same, but everybody that's here, we do want to thank you for being part of the show. Again, just a quick information on the Baofeng ham radio, how to operate that, how to get it programmed. Now, it's not the complete information. Again, there is a patch that you need that you're going to have to add in first. Let's see here. If I go to... come on, you. Well, if you get the cable and get that far, someone's willing to help you. Anyway, I do thank everybody for being here. Really is nice to have the support. And we'll be doing some more stuff with May here in a few days. Since I have everybody on here, we might as well do a little motorized bike update real fast before we sign off. And so this morning we got the gas tank on the back. We got a fuel line on there for now. Having problems with the actuator for the clutch cable binding up on the bottom of the carb. We had the little shorty on there, straight neck intake, and we're just going to be swapping that out with a standard or let's see, I think we even have maybe a little side piece in here. I can not sure where it's at the moment. Anyway, if you know anything about motorized bikes, guys, you know what we're talking about. One of these right here is your standard intake, or you can have an offset. But we've almost got this together. Other than that, we just got to put an exhaust on. I get about an hour a day now to work on these things while she's asleep. So really kind of hard to get much accomplished otherwise. But they say there's a 3 3. So the first 3 days is decompression and kind of just getting acclimated with you and the environment. She traveled from Louisiana all the way to Rhode Island. She's probably sedated for part of the way, so it took her. The first day she was good. She tried really hard, but she's definitely learning a lot more and quickly. So the first 3 days, then there's 3 weeks getting to know you, getting to know your routine, and then at 3 months she should feel comfortable and at home. So that's with any dog that you adopt. That's the 3 3s rule. So If, you're going to get one from a rescue, this is National Adopt a Dog from a Rescue Month. It's something that you can add into your library of known facts and thoughts that are going to help you both get acclimated with each other a lot easier. So, again, everybody, thanks for being here. Paul, thanks for saying later. We do appreciate you all. Hopefully, we'll have this thing up and running in a couple of days. Going to try to do something, maybe getting a little basket on the front that we can put her in and just they have dog seat belts that we can clip onto her and clip onto that so she can't jump out, and then maybe give her a ride to a park nearby. We've been walking about a good 5-6 miles a day, so I'm definitely ready to get back on the bike and start riding. But it's coming together well. Too bad the other one, the frame broke. We got the shocks on this, got the neck in place, got some brakes for the back. I got to order the square taper bearing for the pedals. And then once we have the crank on, we'll see what we can do from there. But that'll be when we pick up the engine from over at the shop. And we got to get that finished yet. Just spoke to the machinist this morning as well. So big thumbs up to Dave over at Hawkins Machine Shop in Coventry, Rhode Island. Do appreciate you and all the time that you've helped us with on all these bike projects over the years. And we'll be looking forward to seeing him soon too. So until next time, everyone, have fun out there. Try to love yourself and do something good for a neighbor too. Be well, harm none. Godspeed. Thanks for the love and the support.